Hello guys, welcome back to episode 11 here with the Buffalo Sabres. So last episode we were, I wouldn't say embarrassed, but we did not have a good effort against the Carolina Hurricanes, losing in the third round of the playoffs, and then they ended up losing to Nashville. So we're here at the NHL entry draft. We're at the 29th pick in the draft. We could move up, but I don't know how much assets we could use to move up. So if we go down, like I said, there was this one right here. Matthias Holmstrom, the sniper, right, left winger. We could try and trade up to get him, but I don't see that happening. As well, Quinton Byfield, he's a good asset as well. I have him in my offline. One, he grew pretty quickly to a 88, I think, right now. So just looking here, these are what we're looking at. We're looking at Tuukka Rantanen, Ludwig Lindgren, Jacob Perreault, Mika Pikkarainen, Frederick Belak, Jamie Drysdale, and that's about it. So we could try to move up, but I highly doubt it. Let's just take a look, though, where I think he's ranked below top 10. He was projected 5th, but they got him ranked at 9, so we'll see what happens. But let's just start the draft and make some moves in this offseason to make a better run next year. So Ottawa gets the first overall pick. They're going to select the Kozlov defenseman. So that means that Edmonton's going to take Alexis Lafreniere. So McDavid and Lafreniere, two good players to build around in Edmonton. You should not fuck that up then. Pardon my English swearing. Lawrence. So far he has not been taken yet. Quinton Byfield. Let's see if he goes anywhere here. Yeah, there you go. Holmstrom 2, and he's in our division 2. He's going to Florida, so yeah, we didn't trade up to get him, but like I said, let's see what happens with him. Besides that, I don't see really. Maybe we can try and move up. Let's try 20. Who's roughly around the 20 mark? We could try and move up 9 spots. That's a lot to ask for, but not much. But I know off the top of my head we could go for like Caden Gooley. Yeah, there's not much. We might just stay where we're at, guys, and go that way. So let's just go see what we got. So at 29th, Lindgren got taken right there, I saw. So so we have Jacob Perreault. He is another sniper that we could get. We compared to Gabrick. I think I'll just take Perreault on this one. Ranked 29th, just where we're supposed to be. We got elite speed. There's no weaknesses apparently. So we'll take Jacob Perreault with our first round selection this year. So welcome to the team. Rated top 6, so that'd be perfect if he can grow to like a second liner at least. So no, we're not doing that. I know I lost 2 picks there, but if we could grow to a second liner, that'd be great. So at least we know we have a top 6 we can make. So not much in the way of anything. We'll go with Cameron Butler. I don't know much after this. Another 4th round selection. Okay, we got 2 elites. So we have we already have Jack Eichel, Middlestat, Thompson. So I think we should go with Chandler Battaglia, grinder. So he may actually have a lot of value considering he's at elite. I tend to find that the grinders have a lot of value for some reason. Now just moving on. We'll go with Dan Bartos. Just going to select random players now almost, unless one pops out in my face. Did not mean to hit that button. Some options, some user pick. I think we have, yeah, we had to go straight to the 7th. There's not much left. Let's just sort by potential. Top 6. Let's go with the defenseman, Marcus Nicholas. I believe that's all we have for picks. Oh, no, we have our actual pick. Golden extra goaltender. Why not? Jesus Corzo. Goaltenders seem to have a lot of value. If he's what I hope. If he's got the value that we hope, we could use him as trade bait. So that was a quick draft. Not a lot of picks we had. We'll slide some scouts so we can have our scouts back. And we'll go straight into free agency. We'll see what we can get with free agencies. We're going to be looking for a right winger for the second line. And, Simmons and Palmerville, in my opinion, are not going to cut it that much anymore for the second line. I don't mind having them on the oh my god, I can't speak. I don't mind them having on the third line. But until Nylander grows, I think we should add. I signed most of these guys already, so we're good. Where's Nylander? So he's an 82. He's listed as a second liner, so we could, if we can't get anything, Nylander is going to be our go-to. But Palmville 81 and Simmons 81, they could be on our third line. Larson wants a contract. We'll keep him for a year. Scandella does not want to sign, so we're going to have to put a defenseman. Upshaw does not want to stay. Saboka, how much do you want? Sure. Hickey. Players want little contracts, which is fine. They're Olsen. 2A. Nelson does not want to stay. Eakin does not want to stay. I'm not surprised at that one. We threw him in the minors. Now the minor leaguers just need contracts. Dal Cole, hopefully you can grow. Or else it'll just be a failed attempt to try and revive your career. I mean, he was on waivers. It was pretty simple to try and get that. Besides that, not much left. We're not going to sign our newly, Perot or Battaglia yet. Actually, we'll sign Battaglia for the minors because he's from America, so he does not go back to the. He doesn't go back to that league, and then Allmark does not want to come back. So Ukko Pekkanen may, if he grows this offseason, we'll see. So that leaves Wilcox, and we'll sign Corso too. He can be our minor league goaltender. So we'll see what we get here. Good to see, yeah. Saboka rejects, Larson accepts, Del Cole, Rutta. Okay, so we have a couple players not accepting, so that saves a little bit of cash. We don't have much cash working with in free agency, but we could still try and get a bottom six defenseman, a backup goaltender just in case. And we could take a look at the right wing position, but like I said, I don't see anything happening with $9 million. Maybe Gustav, actually. That one's tempting now. So we'd get Gustav Nyquist. 4.7. How many years does he want? He wants 4 years. How much do you want for a 2-year contract? 5.1. Just trying to think. So it'd be Skinner, Eichel, Reinhardt. You know what? Let's try it out, guys. We'll give him 5.25. So what the plan would be there, 2 years of Gustav Nyquist. We could get a lot for it. We could get hopefully some results. Backup goaltender, I'm going to sign him right here. We're going to sign the legend of Buffalo, Ryan Miller, come back. We'll see if these two players sign. The point with Gustav Nyquist gives us a couple years, hopefully, to move. So Miller accepts and Gustav Nyquist. So what we could do is we could trade Simmons. I know that was a big acquisition, but we could try and get a defenseman back now, even though Simmons is cheap. So we could take a quick look. If there's any defenseman trying to be given up. I'm just going to look here. Oliver Ekman-Larsson, that seems fair. Not much that I could think of, but no, Sammy Batman. No. There's not much there, so we could just go through free agency. How much? I forgot to look. We have 8 spots available. We have enough to try and get a defenseman. Because we'll still have Hickey for depth, but at least if we could get a defenseman, not too expensive, hopefully, like John Merrill. So I only have $4 million, so even... No. Let's go with the... Oh, wait, I need a right-handed shot, don't I? I don't want to go too far. Schuster? Yeah. Let's go with Andre Schuster. I was going to go with Ouellette, but we'll go with Schuster just instead, because then I can put the right side. So I believe Schuster will fit perfectly. Dismiss. Schuster accepts, so what we'll do is we'll throw some guys on the trading block for the offseason, see if anybody wants to take them. So we'll throw Simmons on there. I just want to see if anybody would take Simmons for one more year. I don't think there's anything else. I don't think there's much. Johan Larsson, I'll just throw on there. And I'll just leave Miron off. I don't really play with these as much, so I just always make sure that I can get some picks back. So if we get a trade for one of these guys, that's perfect. If not, that's totally fine. You can see here. As well, Gustav Nyquist, if he's performing well on the... so we bring in the... We essentially swap seconds, and we're getting a little bit more. No thanks. So we deal Larson for a second, but we're switching seconds. So there's no really point on that one still. Wayne Simmons on a second for a first. I'm not even going to think about this one. I'm probably going to accept it. I just want to see what they're listed as champions. But why not? We can get an extra first. So we're going to send Simmons packing. And we'll just send another depth guy for about $1 billion or so. We can get Braden Point, guys. Let's get Braden Point. No, thanks. Don't have the money for it. Forwards. A lot of big names still there. We're going to target... Just trying to think what I could use. I could use Colin Wilson. We'll use Colin Wilson. He's cheap and whatnot, so we'll see if Colin Wilson will accept our deal. Johan Larsson, no. Pretty sure. Oh, we rejected. Okay. So we'll see what else we can get. Keep ready to change it. We can go with Richard Panik. Or we go Dmitry Yaskin. Anybody? We'll go with... No, let's go with the Ottawa 67's legend, Jamie McGinn. Perfect for the right side. And Jamie McGinn accepts. Okay, perfect. Some depth there. Chariot coming back. No, thank you. We give up a first for Goligoski. No. Johan, no. Putting Larson on there may have been a bad idea. But what can you do? For a sixth? I don't know. I think that's it for the offseason. So we'll see what the lineups they're going to give us. I want to see... We'll see how Luka Pekkanen is. And if I didn't have Kerfoot, I'd say yes. But I don't. I have Kerfoot. I'm going to say no to Pavelski. It sucks because that'd be great to add to our team. But we have Kerfoot. We have Nyquist on the right side. Don't feel the need to add that $5 million contract, so I don't think we have enough money anyway. But like I'm saying, let's take a look. So Nylander's still an 82. Okay, so we still not completely a second, but we'll use that. Middle stats moved up to that. Kerfoot is going to drop down by the looks of it now. We could deal Kerfoot. He's got 2 years left, so what we do is we deal Kerfoot, get a spoof Thompson up, and then we would try to describe this in my head. That doesn't sound stupid. So what we do is we trade Kerfoot, we get a draft pick and another center, and we can throw Thompson on the second. That's what I'm visualizing in my head. Okay, I need a left one. Never mind. Defense stays the same. For goaltenders, Ryan Miller's not an 86. Hate to tell you. So Larson and Hickeys. We're going to call up McGinn so he can play on the right side. Remy Ellie, Jimmy McGinn. Let's take a look at Ukko-Pekka. Still 78, so we'll leave him in the minors to start off. goaltending down there. As well for other guys, I'm just trying to think. So Aiden Howe is a 67 now. He's going to play there. Soderstrom's the other one. He's a 69. He'll still play down there. And then we put Scott Wilson there for McGinn. Captains would still be Eichel, so we'll leave that the same. And we'll just get a little bit of what people want for... Actually... We'll keep Kerfoot for now. We'll see how that goes. If he drops or anything, but we'll keep Kerfoot because we're still listed as a hopeful. So as long as we get like him to stay where he's at, we could still use him. Because that's what Middlestat was here anyway for. He was here to be the second liner. So we'll simulate the preseason, and that'll be it for this video. We'll just see if anybody goes up or down in overalls. Get more indication of what we're at. So we're 2-0 so far in the preseason, 3-0. Make it 4. Can we go 5? 5. We go 6-1. 6-1. 6-1 in the preseason. Not too bad. Not much lineup changes except Gustav Nyquist. Jack Eichel with 12 points. I know it means nothing, but let's just see how the lines gelled in preseason. So the first line, perfect. That's what we like to see. We're hoping we can get the same results from them. As for the next line, it's Lee, Nyquist, Middlestat had 4, Kerfoot had 5, so we could still move Middlestat and Kerfoot around just to get growth, and as well Nylander, still an 82. I don't think many people overalls changed. We could take a look though, just for the hell of it. Yeah, not much change. We're gonna put a timeline on Jeff Skinner. I'm going to say only because he's still an 85. You look at the past 2 years, 56, 49. He can do a lot better than what's expected. So we're going to give him this year, and if he doesn't get 30, I think we're going to look for trade options for him. He'd be 29, so he's still got a lot of value at that point, but we could get a lot back if we were to deal Skinner. And we could bring back in, and we have another first to work with. So if we take a look at the draft class even, because there's like a left wing sniper like Holmstrom was, we could. So Neil Storp, can I get, oh, someone's already scouting him. Okay, so hopefully maybe these guys can get scouted, the left wingers. But besides that, I don't think there's much else. So that's it for me, guys. Next episode, we're going to go up against the Maple Leafs, who were the complete opposite at 1-6. We'll start the season, do what we usually do, go through the entire, go through most of the season, and then go up to the trade deadline. I'll even put a deadline at the trade deadline for us. If we're still a good playoff team and we know that we could add more, we could throw the Skinner and the first rounder together and maybe go after a top player for the left side. Just looking at, there's not much obviously on the trade blocks, but I'll do some personal scouting. There's not much, but I'll take a look after and look at some first line left wingers we could use, and hopefully we could try and bring one back for Skinner. But yeah, so besides that, you guys enjoy your day, night, whatever time you're watching this at. Make sure you drop a like, subscribe, comment down below, and follow us on social medias. That's it for me, guys. You guys take care. Have a great time.